Hello, my name is Ahmed Mokhtar and today I'll be discussing racism in soccer. Soccer is a sport played between two teams of 11 players with a spherical ball. It is played by 250 million players in over 200 nations, making it the world's most popular sport. The game is played on a rectangular field with a goal at each end. The object of the game is to score by getting the ball into the opposing goal. The goalkeepers are the only players allowed to touch the ball with their hands or arms while it is in play and only in their penalty area. Outfield players mostly use their feet to pass or strike the ball, but may also use their heads instead. The team that scores the most goals by the end of the match wins. If the score is level at the end of the game, either a draw is declared or the game goes into extra time and the penalty shootout depending on the format of the competition. This is a brief explanation of soccer. I believe now you have an idea about the sport. Racism in soccer is the abuse of players, officials, and fans because of their skin color or ethnicity. Some may also be under fire because of their relationship with an opposing team. There, ha- the, there have also been occasions of individuals being abused by their own fans. Racism has been a strain on the soul of soccer for generations, but a series of high-profile incidents in recent years has promoted calls for tougher actions from football's governing bodies. The actual extent of racism is virtually impossible to measure, as detailed statistics in this context are almost non-existent. Recent years have seen a number of attempts by various groups and organizations to combat racism in football. These have come from the club level, supporter level, and from organizational bodies such as the Campaign for Racial Equality (CRE), the Professional Footballers Association (PFA), and the Football Supporter Association (FSA). In 1993, the CRE and the PFA launched the Let's Kick Racism Out of Football cam- campaign, with the aim of highlighting anti-racism and equal opportunities messages within the context of football. It aimed to encourage clubs and supporters groups to launch their own campaigns to combat racism at their clubs. The campaign stated that if football is to be played and enjoyed equally by everyone, whatever the color of their skin and wherever they come from, it is up to us all, each and every one of us, to refuse to tolerate racist attitudes and to demand nothing less than the highest standards in every area of the game. A magazine, Cricket, was produced with funding from the Football Trust, and 110,000 copies of a fanzine, United Colors of Football, were given out free at grounds. The initial reaction to the scheme was not entirely positive. Some thought that it may only serve to bring negative publicity to the game by highlighting the problem of racism in football. Others claimed that racism was not a problem at their ground and therefore they had no need for such a campaign. Despite this, the first season of the campaign had the support of all of the professional clubs and all professional If I was in charge, I would encourage clubs and supporters groups to launch their own campaigns to combat racism at their clubs. I would make all the clubs responsible for their own supporters and fans. I would develop a list of rules every club has to abide by, and if any rules are breached, there would be punishment on the club and any groups involved. These punishments would vary on the severity of the situation. I would issue a statement saying that the club will not tolerate racism and will take action against supporters who engage in racist abuse, racist chanting, or intimidation. Number two, make public announcement condemning any racist chanting at matches and warning supporters that the club will not hesitate to take action. Number three, make it a condition for season ticket holders that they do not take part in racist abuse, racist chanting, or any other offensive behavior. Number 4, I would take disciplinary action against players who make racially abusive marks at players, officials, or supporters before, during, or after the game. The benefits of these rules would be huge for soccer. Soccer will be free from racism, which will be huge for the sport. Players and fans will be safe from racial abuse, and there will be more satisfaction overall. Everyone will enjoy the game. Thank you.